Hello and namaste. I'm Sudakshna. I teach yoga and I teach wellness. So today I'm here to speak about sleep, right? I do believe that there is nothing as fulfilling and healing as great sleep. When I talk about great sleep, I mean that when you get into your bed, you shouldn't be tossing and turning around for half an hour, 1 hour trying to get that elusive sleep. You should be able to drift into your sleep naturally and easily. I'm talking about good sleep. I mean that when you wake up in the morning, you feel refreshed, you feel motivated, you feel inspired. So, how do we get that amazing sleep? Here are some tips and tricks that will help you. Okay, so the first tip is very simple, it's exercise. Now, this is not new information, all of us know this at some level, but the best form of exercise that I have come across is yoga. So I am an athlete. I'm a sports person. In fact, I have been a sports person and athlete throughout. The way asana practice affects you or impacts you at different levels is not, it cannot be matched. There are many research papers that are written on this topic. So the best form of exercise that you can probably adopt is asana practice, maybe half an hour or 40 minutes. Now, when it comes to when I say asana practice, when I say practice yoga, some of the biggest excuses that come up is I am not flexible, I cannot do yoga. It is because you're not flexible that you need to do yoga because flexibility is youth and rigidity is age. And if you feel that you're extremely inflexible, which is why today I'm going to show you some asanas sitting on the chair. We will come to that. The second part to good sleep is diet. Oh, yes. Okay. So please, if you want to get good sleep, eat at least 2 to 3 hours before you get into bed. Because if you eat just before going to sleep, then your digestive system is working. And if it's working, the quality of your sleep is going to suffer. So give it about 2 to 3 hours before you sleep. So eat, give it 2 3 hours, and then sleep. Also in diet, if you want good sleep, please avoid stimulants before you sleep. Like, for example, whether it's coffee or tea or whether you smoke or whatever it is, avoid stimulants because these keep your mind active for a longer period of time. I myself don't normally eat or drink tea or coffee. I don't generally drink tea or coffee, but you should try and avoid it at least 6 to 8 hours before you sleep if you want to get good sleep. Third, relax. Okay, so when you're talking about relaxing, please disconnect from your gadgets. Um, I normally put my phone on either silent or I remove the Wi-Fi. It is on airplane mode or just for emergency calls. Disconnect from your gadgets. Have a shower. Relax. Get into bed. Let the space that you sleep in be a dark space that doesn't have unnatural light. This allows the supply of melatonin, which allows you to sleep. So that is your third tip to try and get sleep. And also, it really helps if you sleep at the same time every night. Our rhythm as human beings is a circadian rhythm, which means that we are programmed to rise with the sun and sleep at sunset. So, if you are following a routine where you're working all night and sleeping during the day, your sleep quality will never be as refreshing as if you learn to sleep during the night. Because at the essence of it, we follow a circadian rhythm. So try and start sleeping early and get to bed every day at the same time. You will notice that your sleep quality just improves. But what if you get into bed, but you're unable to sleep? You get into bed early, you're unable to sleep. For that, we have a breathing technique which I will share with you in a little while. Now, the last tip for good sleep that I'm going to share with you is meditate. The benefits of meditation have been written over and over again. There are about 1,000 papers on the benefits of meditation, which is given by the Harvard Medical School. When you meditate, the quality of your deep sleep or the duration of your deep sleep, your sleep has three stages to it. It has light sleep, it has dreaming sleep, and it has deep sleep. Deep sleep is when your brain is absolutely inactive, there are no thoughts. So when you start to meditate, your deep sleep, your duration of the deep sleep begins to become more. And the better you get deep sleep, the more refreshed you feel when you wake up. So I hope that my 5 points of how to get good sleep is clear. One is exercise, stretch, right? Of which asana is what I would recommend, but whatever you are comfortable with. Two, diet. So eat at least 2 to 3 hours before you intend to sleep. Give it a fasting state for about 2 to 3 hours before you sleep. Avoid stimulants. Third, relax. So disconnect from your phone, your TV, whatever the electronic gadgets that really stimulate you. Come to a nice dark room without too much unnatural light. Have a shower, have a routine, right? Try and get into bed early. Try not to sleep during the day. It will help you sleep better. You just need to get this right for about 2 or 3 times, 2 or 3 days. Your body clock will do the rest. So it's just a question of struggling and sticking to the discipline for the 1 week, 1.5 weeks, however long it takes you. But once you get that, you will thank me. Okay, and the last one is meditate. So, oh, thank you for the question. Uh, it's really simple. Like I mentioned, we are circadian. Basically, it depends on how many hours you need, right? If you need about 6 to 8 hours of sleep, just work backward, right? If you need to wake up at if you need to I wake up early. I wake up at 4 and I need about 6.5 to 7 hours of sleep. So I work backward and I sleep by about 8:39. So similarly, maybe you need to wake up only at 9 or 7, which is a good time, or a 6, which is a good time. You should ideally be in bed by about 10, not later than 10 or 11 or 12 maximum, because you want to wake up with the sunrise. That feeling of waking up with the can't explain how beautiful it is, how it makes a huge difference to your well-being, your mood, etc. So, listen, I just want to say this one thing: your health is the important thing ever, not anything else. Okay, so if you want to do good work, you need to take care of yourself first. So please don't compromise. Start moving things around so that you take care of yourself first, so that you can give the best version of yourself to others. Best food for your body is plant-based, and plant-based food has proven time and again to reverse many lifestyle diseases, not just control lifestyle diseases, but lifestyle diseases like diabetes, heart condition, autoimmune disease, uh, arthritis. These have been reversed through a whole plant-based diet. One of the people that you might know is Bill Clinton. He had a lot of blocks. The doctors gave him very little time to live, but he has reversed his condition through a plant-based diet. Another person that you will know is Venus Williams, who was, no, Serena Williams, or Venus Williams, who was, I get confused between the two, but who was diagnosed with autoimmune disease, who moved to a plant based diet and has managed to control her disease and came back to start playing again. So diet plays a very, very important role in your health. It's not just exercise. Diet is a huge part, and the best diet for you or the best food for your human body is plant-based, which means eating only food that comes from plants. Okay, so back pain is one of the most common issues and most common issues that I face. Not that I face, I don't have back pain, but most of my students who come have back pain. And allow me to tell you that it is the easiest thing to rectify. One of the easiest, unless you have something major, back pain is one of the easiest and simplest problems to really solve. Okay, so there's lower back pain, and most people have lower back pain. So I'm just going to speak about lower back pain. Lower back pain is often connected to tight hips and tight hamstrings. So when you start to open up the hips and the hamstrings, your back pain also normally reduces. So there are different asanas for it. I have some which I have posted on my Instagram for lower back. You can take a look at my Instagram IGTV and you will see the series for back pain. But I would recommend that you start first by going to an instructor and good instructor and learning from them instead of trying to do it by yourself. Because when you're trying to do it by yourself, you will not understand the mistakes that you are doing. So best that you start with a good instructor and then start practicing by yourself. No, never. Uh, yoga asanas and yoga asanas are only to be done on an empty stomach. So which means you need at least 2 to 3 hours after your last meal to start practicing asanas, especially if you're doing pranayama practices. Okay, so there are no rules. The only rules is that your stomach has to be empty. So any time is fine as long as your stomach is empty.